And then also imagine this here. When somebody asks you to lean your upper body, or actually not leaning, lift one leg here, then if the untrained people, generally, what they will do is when you try to lift this leg, then you go like this, leaning upper body. But ballet dancers, for example, when you ask them to lift the leg, then they go like this.
Okay.
So they're lifting the leg, but they're shifting the whole body, maintaining the upper body more upright.
Stretch.
Yeah, with this, you are shifting this here.
Okay.
So how much you lift, this is controlled by how much shift you have here, this way here. But untrained dancers,
Sure.
when you try to control this, then you lean more or less.
Okay. Yeah.
You're controlling this way, but the trained people, they are using this little shift. With that, they control the leg height.
Okay.
So in the back action, we have similar motion here. When you turn this way here, it's not going like this, rather more this way here.
Yeah.
So then, if you lift the heel a little bit, then you can really feel that motion here.
Sure. Okay.
So now, so with the arms in front of your chest here, as you shift, try to lift the left heel, and then try to have the pelvis shifted as much this way.
Okay.
Maintain the body more upright, and then support your body. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the right way. So it is now you are moving like a ballet dancer here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can feel that shift. Yeah.
When you have a good shift, early shift here, that will allow you to use the right leg as the foundation of the whole body here.
Yeah.
By pushing the ground with the right leg, you can stand tall here.
Okay. Yep.
And then the opposite way in the downswing. In the downswing, you will first shift it this way slightly, and then kick and then support your body here. Then you are standing here.
Okay.
But what happens is in golf swing, eventually on this side you have to move the pelvis and then stand on this side here.
Sure.
So you're afraid of moving the pelvis this way, then you're going here. Then on the way down, you're just going this way. But imagine you have a good support here, then you're unloading this side. Then by loading, you can kick here.
Yeah.
This is the key. Instead of just slide and then try to move this.
Yeah, that's what I've always felt like I've done in my swing. I don't unload. They talk about unloading, and then I don't unload.
So instead of going this way and then try to just slide this way, you have to unload this side, and then by dropping it, then kick and then support this side here. But for that, your initial shift is really important. Yeah. Then when you unload this side, automatically you are loading here and then kick. Yeah. So this essentially gives a stepping like rhythm here.
Okay.
Step, 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 and let it go.
Okay. Yeah. For me, it's like I said, it's that move that feels like I was always trained not to do that. You know, don't do that.
So you chose to do this.
Right. Just staying a lot more.
So initially you can step several times.
Sure.
So let's do three times here. 1, 2, 3. So in these, try to have more symmetric motion here.
Okay.
Both ways symmetrically. So you have to shift it more that way, and then do not shift it this way too much.
Okay.
So almost you're pushing the ground down and outward, down and outward.
Okay.
So with that push almost symmetrically. But the last one, you wind up and then shift more and then turn here.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you repeat this initially to develop the rhythm, instead of having bias on this side, have more symmetric motion.
Okay.
Kick, 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 kick here, and then finally let it go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. More like that.
Yep.
Just.
Yeah, so you can have a nice rhythmic motion using the legs here.
Okay.
So this is called a shun rhythm, shift turn rhythm.
Sure.
So you step first and then kick, and the step and kick, step and kick, shift the kick, shift the turn, shift the turn, shift the turn. This is the fundamental rhythm. So shift the turn, shift the turn, shift the turn, shift the turn. So the pelvis shifting, but your head is not moving that much. Shift the turn, shift the turn, shift the turn. The turn comes from leg push here.
Okay.
So when you actively push the ground, it's a down, out, and then also you're pushing forward slightly. Then what happens is the force acting on the hip is up and slightly backward,
Yeah.
and the inward here.
Sure.
Using that, you can generate good pelvis turn here.
Okay. Like that.
Yeah. So instead of collapsing and then turning here,
Yeah.
rather by pushing the ground, so using this force, you are turning
Okay.
here. Then by bringing this up, and you can turn.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Then the opposite happens in the downswing.
Yeah.
So push here, give good push, and then because you are pushing outward, you have this force coming to your body. Using that force, you can shift the body slightly. Then your leg is a slight advantage. With that, kick.
Yeah.
Again, this one, pushing down, forward, and then let it outward. With this, the force acting on the hip is going up, backward, and inward slightly. Using this, you're developing this pelvis turn here.
Yeah. Okay.
So when we have the shift turn rhythm, that actually means a shift kick, because the turn is coming from leg push here.
Yeah.
So shift kick, and then shift kick, shift kick, and shift kick.
Okay.
With that, your pelvis turning here. Yeah, almost like that. So just to focus on moving this up and then up here,
Okay.
instead of dropping.
Okay.
Up and then up, up and up, up. Yeah, so between the ups, you automatically have downs.
Okay.
You cannot go up forever,
Sure.
right? So when you have up motion, then there must be a down motion.
Sure.
And then in this, because the gravity is pulling the body downward, so if you don't push the ground as hard, then your body automatically drops.
Yeah.
So when you have a good push here, after that push, you are reducing the force.
Okay.
That gives us the so-called unweighting.
Right.
Unweighting gives you downward motion.
Okay.
And when you push here, then after that, unweighting brings this down, push. So all you need to worry about is the push, push.
Okay.
So when there's a metronome ticking here, there'll be, as the metronome ticks, you push and then bring the hips
Yeah.
up.
Okay. So I don't have to worry about unweighting. It's going to
Don't worry about
just push and then
push up and the up and the up here.
yeah. And that okay.
So as if you're dancing, up,
Yeah.
up, up. Yeah. So just worry about ups, and then automatically between ups you have a downward motion.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's really helpful. I have sports box. I use sports box. I get no pelvis. My pelvis just does this. It doesn't go up, down,
Yeah, because you have just
Yeah. and it never drops. It goes up a little, and at impact it goes up a little, but it never drops.
Now here, bring the arms down here. Again, focus on ups here. Up and then throw, up and throw, up and throw. And then here, so one thing you have to get away from is, on the way down, try not to pull this down here.
Okay.
So always have the image of throwing this up here, reach out, and throw this up and reach out, instead of pulling down here.
Okay.
Throw, reach out, throw, yes, throw. You see, your legs are working with that here.
Yeah.
So when you have the image of throwing the arms up here, the legs are pushing the ground. With that, you're developing turn. Using the turn, and you're throwing here.
Okay.
So when you have a throwing imaging, automatically you're using the leg on that side here.
Yeah. Very helpful to just
So step, and then push.
Yeah.
Step and push means a step and turn, or step and throw the arms. Yep. And in the backswing, try to stand on the right side more. So instead of just turning here, actually try to stand, shift more. Have a good shift this way. Don't worry about going too far. Shift more, shift more, shift more. And then remember, go to this position. Stretch this side, stretch this side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying not to go over here.
And then, so your hair should be held
Yeah.
here. Yes, like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you move the head, held here, and it's just turning this way instead of, if your head goes, if the head leans this way, definitely the whole upper body leans this way.
Sure. Sure.
Because the shoulder is here, so if the shoulder blocks the image, then you try to
Yeah.
move the head this way and then try to watch the target, right? But try to gaze the ball over your shoulder
Yeah. More
using
like
a peripheral vision.
Yeah.
Peripheral vision, and then gaze the ball here over the shoulder.
Yeah. Okay. More like that.
So again, you're holding a wire or something here. This is held here, and somebody is pulling the wire. Then you're turning this way here, right? Ooh, this way here, right? And then you feel you are leaning this way quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's what you need to feel.
Okay.
So you feel like you are collapsing this way, but actually your body is not leaning that much.
Okay.
So imagine this. We have shoulders, elbows here. So the arms are in front of your body. And when you turn here, without bending the arm for a while up to this point here,
Sure.
in order to turn this way, the chest actually has to point up slightly. If it leans, then
Yeah. Yeah.
it's bent here. So in order to maintain the right side extended on longer period here,
Sure.
then you have to bring the chest a bit. So
that,
your chest has to point upward here.
Wow. Okay.
Then automatically you go to this posture here.
Okay.
So as if, again, hitting something with your belly here. And then if the chest points slightly upward,
Yeah.
then you're automatically going to that position here.
Okay.
Then you're using the right leg really well.
Okay.
And then no need to keep the knees bent all the time here.
Okay.
Actually, the knee has to
Okay.
have good flexion extension motion, right?
Okay.
So you can even keep it a bit straighter here. That's okay. Still, you'll be able to kick good. Yes, yes, yes. But if you bend this too much,
Yeah.
what happens is this.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And relax your body here. And also even the legs, just a good extension here. Throw this way here. When you maintain good dynamic balance, in order to maintain good dynamic balance, so the part mainly rotating in the body is thorax and above. These are the main body part rotating. And that the rest are supporting the body. The legs and the pelvis are the engine, so promote overall motion. But what's mainly rotating is the thorax and above, right? And then, so if this is the mid trunk point here, this is I use it as a hub, but this is the basis of the whole upper body here. But when your upper body turns, it also should maintain good balance. But your arms and club are going this way here. In order to maintain good balance, then your upper body, your thorax has to lean this way slightly so that you can have a good balance here.
Okay.
So when you feel your body is collapsing this way, that's okay because that means you are maintaining good upper body balance here.
Okay.
Then your rotation actually becomes stable here
Okay.
because you are maintaining good dynamic balance and then also promoting this turn here.
Yeah.
But when you feel it's a bit comfortable and then you are going this way here, then actually the center of mass of the upper body is shifted this way here. And then if you try to swing this way, actually it constantly puts a burden on the muscles here.
Sure.
So the best is when you maintain good balance here. So imagine you're holding a heavy kettlebell on this side.
Yeah.
Okay? Then the center of mass shifts this way. Then you have to shift it this way even more to maintain the balance.
Okay.
So always, have that image. As your upper body rotates, the main goal is to rotate the upper body. However, in order for the upper body to have a stable rotational motion, you also have to have good dynamic balance. Then when the arms and club are moving this way, then your upper body should lean slightly this way to maintain good balance here.
Okay.
And also on this side, when you throw the arms and club faster here, in order to maintain good balance, the upper body should lean this way slightly so that you can throw and swing, but you can maintain good balance. But if you don't do that swing, your body collapses this way.
Okay.
Now in the backswing, because the speed is not that fast here, so that's why we can do this.
Yeah.
But imagine if you have a faster motion this way, then your body leans quite a bit. And actually, faster backswing is better than slow backswing. But when you have slow backswing, it just justifies everything.
Yeah.
And you have all sorts of issues related to that. And then when you have slow backswing, and then your body tends to just spin, then what happens this here? Your butt sticks out this way. The whole body may have a good balance, but the problem is the whole upper body is leaning this way.
Okay.
But rather,
Yeah.
this way here, swing this way, swing this way. That way you can overall maintain good balance in the body and then promote fast rotation.
Yeah.
So in the backswing, again, when you feel your body is leaning this way, even your head is slightly, because you are lifting the chin here,
Yeah.
that's perfectly okay.
Okay. Okay.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah. It's an odd feeling to feel like that, but more like that. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you start using the body better, then you can have the whole body well utilized.
Yeah.
But currently you are using the wrist a lot more, right?
Yeah.
It's because you're not moving your body that much.
Yeah.
And just to try to do this and then just let it go here. But when you have an active motion and then throw, active motion and throw, still your body maintains good balance.
Yeah.
And then swing, and then your body is slightly leaning backward. With that, throw all the way instead of just.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, so bring the hands a bit higher here. When your hands go here and then try to maintain good balance, then you have to lean your upper body slightly backward and also on this side, the other way here. Yeah. Then now your rotation is more or less about the spine axis.
Yeah.
It's a simple rotation here.
Okay.
Yes. That's a good turn. So that kind of turn can be achieved by, again, holding this with both hands here. So try to turn.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of moving your lower body. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because you've used the current pattern for so long, this is a major change,
Yeah.
a major deviation from your current swing pattern. But unless you have more active use of your body, it's hard to change that.
Yeah.
And then, particularly when you keep hitting the ball, then you go back to your older swings.
Yeah.
For a while, you have to practice this a lot.
Okay.
Now, with this in mind, then let's go to the rope swing here.